Welcome to Give God the Game Plan, where I share testimonies and stories to inspire, uplift, educate, and entertain. One of the aspects of this channel is to educate. Today I'm going to share a profound truth. Bill Johnson teaches about how the two angels on the Ark of the Covenant were foreshadowing the two angels Mary saw in the tomb after the resurrection of Jesus.
The angels at the foot and at the head remind me a lot of the Ark of the Covenant that was in the Old Testament. And in the Old Testament, there was this golden box that they would have in the Holy of Holies, in this place before the Lord, where the presence of God wasn't there symbolically. Literally, the manifested presence of God was upon this golden box. On this box was an angel at one side, cherubim, and one at this side, and they would face each other. In the middle was what was called a mercy seat. Inside this Ark of the Covenant, it was also called the Ark of the Testimony. It was the box that contained the record of testimony. What was in it? The tablets of stone, the revealed will of God, the jar of manna, the covenant of his continuous provision, and an almond rod that was dead, that is now alive, with sprouts, buds, blossoms, and ripe almonds, which is how God marks his leadership. His leadership is always marked with resurrection life. So he's got this threefold testimony inside this Ark of the Covenant. And the mercy seat is on top of it, which tells me every time we share our testimony, anytime we share with somebody else the word of the Lord that God has spoken to our life, we actually usher in the mercy seat into that environment that they can taste for themselves the mercy of God. Stories are always to produce the mercy of God in a given environment. And here we have the cherubim on one side of the ark, and on the other side, I'd like to suggest to you that the angel at the head and at the feet is the eternal testimony of that Ark of the Covenant, where the mercy of God is on display through the resurrection of Christ.
The ultimate goal of this channel is to write a book consisting of around 75 short stories. Each chapter will be an account of an experience I've had, either a testimony of God doing something amazing, or a story I think is either entertaining or encouraging. Many years ago, I shared 3 different stories with 3 different people. Each one of them said, after hearing it, "Wow, that was really good. You should write a book." I asked God if he was leading me in that direction, and he reminded me of an experience I had in the 10th grade. My English teacher was a very interesting black woman in her 30s or 40s. Everybody looks old when you're 16. Looking back, I think she was probably a Christian, and that's why I thought she was interesting. There was something about her I really liked, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I likely saw the light in her and didn't understand what it was. From my perspective, I was not good in English. Nouns and verbs and dangling participles seemed like a foreign language to me. She asked me to wait as she dismissed the class one day. She handed me the paper I had written and said, "Sanford, I know you don't believe this, but I think there's a writer inside of you. You're smart and you're articulate, and all you have to do is write the way you talk." When the Lord reminded me of that, I realized he had spoken to me through her way back when, and he reminded me that it is through our weaknesses he perfects his strength in us. I love how Bill Johnson said, every time we share our testimony or story, it ushers in the mercy of God into the situation. When I heard this, I took it as confirmation that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Posting these stories on YouTube, taking the transcripts to eventually write a book. If you want to hear the greater detail of the description of why I'm doing this, check out the video that'll pop up right here. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're a Christian, look at it this way. We need to stick together. We're going to spend eternity together. It doesn't cost you anything to click the button. And I think we should be helping each other out. I subscribe to every Christian channel I come across. I hope that's me sowing seed, and I hope I'll reap rewards from it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.